Let's just get to my bronze medal podium topic. Russia in the Winter Olympics.
Oh yeah, bro.
Just got banned for a doping scandal that has gone on for years and years. It was definitely a purposeful and it was set up by the government. It wasn't an accidental thing. You can't really put it on anybody else but the Russian government.
Yeah.
And so they got banned, and so
It's like we're living Rocky IV right now. Like,
yeah.
literally. Like, this is ridiculous. But it's funny. It's like, does it surprise you, like, Russian athletes doing this stuff?
Yeah, it's not the first time.
But I saw something cool where apparently the athletes that didn't dope will get to compete, like, under, like, a neutral flag or something like that, but Russia can't be represented.
Wow.
So, like, they're still giving... I think that's good that the Olympics isn't just, like, making everybody that's a Russian athlete suffer for, you know, the bad decisions of, you know, the leadership. So, that's
really awesome for those 6 athletes. That's great. All 6 of them that decided to do that.
Right.
But what were you going to say, Russ?
Here's my thing with it. Like, the International Olympic Committee, as many people know already, is one of the most corrupt organizations in the world. So I mean, they're almost like the NFL. If the NFL was 100 times more sleazy, that's just how bad it's like. They give this punishment to Russia. At the same time, they let Brazil have the Olympics that they probably should have had because they didn't have the money, they didn't have the infrastructure, they didn't have any of that. And then Rio suffers now because of it a couple years later.
Rio,
you know?
I always think about that painting that they painted, and it's the little Brazilian boy watching from like right outside of where his family lives. It's all dirt, watching them go in for the opening ceremonies, and like you can just see it from like the third world perspective, like them just coming in and doing all these things. Like I'm not sure about this like LA Olympic thing, because think of all the homeless people we have out here and people that are already dealing with rent control and gentrification and all that. It's like I feel like people are just gonna get run out of LA for the Olympics. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the one
and it happens because like if you guys watched that Real Sports piece, I think it was last summer on HBO. It showed during the 2008 Beijing Olympics, people got ripped from their homes for the facilities and like 5 a.m. People just coming in, get out of your house, kids getting ripped out of their beds, and bulldozers were coming in and knocking down their house while they were still in it.
Wow.
Like craziness.
That's crazy.
Craziness.
Or for the last Winter Olympics in Russia, they built up facilities that were like fake. Like they looked real from the outside, but then if you went on the other side of them, they were like hollow and stuff like that.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
They've been doping and still couldn't beat us in anything.
Yeah,
That's crazy. Like a Russian athlete could dope like for 2 years and still couldn't beat LeBron 1-on-1. Like
well, and we make jokes about this, but
like that.
the Russian, like when these governments force people to be on steroids, it actually like harms a lot of people. I think back to West Germany when the doping scandals really first were arising.
Mm-hmm.
These West German female swimmers, they looked like Brian Urlacher with a beard.
No way.
It was crazy, and it ruined their lives. A lot of them went through. They wanted to have sex change operations. They were really confused about their sexual orientation afterwards,
using this stuff?
and
Wow.
it really ruins you. And it's not like if you think about it, if the Russian or the Chinese or whatever government is forcing you to have steroids as an athlete, they're not going to use like a regulated amount. They're going to pump you like a chicken that they want to get big for consumption, and that's a big issue. A lot of these athletes that have steroids in them, they will die and have a much shorter lifespan. It's a shame.
Shame on you, Russia.
But you know those gold medals are so worth it. You know I think that's really what all these governments are saying. You know they just want the gold medal and don't really care about anyone involved really. That's why the athletes always have really the athletes they have to pay for their medals. Do you know that?
Yeah.
It's like through taxes and stuff.
Taxes.
And it's a shame. But I think that about wraps it up for the bronze medal podium topics.